Hello and welcome back to our channel. I'm Colleen and this is Our Blessed Life. And today I'm going to be talking about how we plan our homeschool calendar.
Changes every heart, and any heart can change you.
Today we're going to be talking about how we plan our year-round homeschool calendar. My name is Colleen and I'm the mom of two girls. One is Katie, who is a sophomore this year. She's a rising junior, and then the other one is Sophie, who's in first grade this year, and she'll be in second grade next year. So we homeschool year-round, and even though we homeschool year-round, we do take breaks in the summer, and we do take additional breaks kind of throughout the year. It just depends on what we need as a family as far as like how many breaks we take and when we take them. I generally try to do between 190 and 205 days in my school year. So we're required by law in my state to have 180 days. So that's what I'm aiming for, and it kind of just depends on the year and what we're doing as to how many days that we do. But we've been anywhere between about 190 days to about 205 days each year. So I'm gonna show you how I set my calendar. I'm gonna also show you how to get a free template of the paper calendar that I'm using if you just want something just to kind of hang on your wall and see your school days and see your end of quarter dates and things like that. I'll have a way for you to download that for free. And I'm also gonna show you how I put my, my school days and how I put my vacation days into Homeschool Planet, because that's also super, super easy. So there will be a tutorial on that as well. Okay, this is the first thing that I'm going to show you. And this is just a paper calendar that I like to do that I can just kind of put on a bulletin board and just have a really quick color-coded access to my school calendar. So this is what I do first, and I do have this linked in the description box below so that you can get this and you can come in here and just edit it. You can go here and you can replace homeschool name with your homeschool name. The dates are all correct for the 2020-2021 calendar year, and what I have done is I have put on here the school days that I'm going to do. So I have a key down here, and the orange days are regular school days, yellow are co-op school days. I don't have that on there yet because I don't know what day that's going to be. The blue green is my end of quarter, so end of each quarter would be the blue color. Those are also going to be school days. And then for us, we have dance intensives and camps that pretty much take most of the day, and that is something my oldest daughter is getting a high school credit for dance for ballet, so those count as school days whenever she has those. So I have those marked. So these are school days, but we're not doing book work. She's going to be doing dance those days. So the way I like to set up my calendar is I like to go in, first of all, like I said, we do homeschool year round, but this year we've decided that we want to take more time off in the summer. So we are finishing our 2020 school year this year in May, and we are going to finish that up on May 11th. So that would be basically the second Monday of May is our last school day for this year. But what that's going to do is that's going to give us pretty much 3 full weeks off in May. Then we're also going to have 2 weeks off in June. Then these 3 days here, Katie, my oldest, will be doing a dance intensive. And so with Sophie, I will do, and she's my first grader, she'll be in second grade next year. So I will just be doing some review with her on those 3 days. And then we'll have another week off, and then we're going to start easing back into school by doing 3-day school weeks on the first and second week of July. And then we go back to normal 5-day weeks, and then this 5-day week in the middle we have another dance intensive, so that'll be a normal week for Sophie, but Katie will only do book work on 2 days. And then we pretty much go into another normal week, and then we have another week of dance intensive. That's the last one. Sophie will have a normal school day that week, and then we continue normally until we get to Labor Day week. Then we're taking the whole week off. And I realized last year that it's a lot easier for me just to take the whole week off rather than just doing random days off here and there. So that's what I feel like works best for me. And so that's what I've done. So we take off a week at Labor Day, we take a week off in the fall, we take Thanksgiving week off, and we're going to take 3 weeks off in around Christmas, so Christmas week, New Year's week, and then the week after that.
And we may shift this around a little bit and make it earlier, but we have the flexibility to do that if we want to. We're going to do normal school in February, and then at the end of March, we're going to take almost a 2-week spring break. Then we're going to do normal weeks until we get here to Katie's birthday, which is why we have this lingering day here, because we don't do school on our birthdays. And then we will finish by May 21st. Now, we may do what we did this year, which is we had planned for breaks, and then we found ourselves not needing to take certain breaks, and then we end earlier. So this year we had a 2-week spring break. We didn't take it because of the virus and everything and being in quarantine, so we ended up finishing our school year 2 weeks earlier. But I like to do this first and just kind of get a good visual of what I'm doing with my school year. When do I want to have my break? So what I go through and do first is I just determine when we want to have days off, and then I put the school days in around that. And so if you want to use this calendar, then it will be free to download. I'll put a link in the description box, and then it tells you exactly how to make the changes so that you can customize this for yourself. You can even go in here if these are like girly colors for you and you have boys, you can go over here and you can change the box colors, and pretty much you can change everything about it. This is in numbers, but I will also have an Excel format in there for you as well. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my school year to Homeschool Planet. So I've just signed into Homeschool Planet, and I'm going to go to Settings, School Year and Vacations. Okay, now these are my 2 previous school years, and what I need to do is add a new school year. So I'm going to click on Add Another School Year, and it's telling me the 2020-2021 year, and that is correct. And I am going to do my first day, I'm just going to go ahead and leave it as June 3rd. My last day, I'm going to change it to May 21st. My reporting period, I have an option of doing by the quarter, 3 terms, 2 semesters, or the whole year. So if you have to put in grades by semester, then you would want to do 2. Otherwise, you could just do the whole school year. So Katie does not have any 1 semester courses next year, I don't believe, so I'm going to go ahead and do the whole school year. However, I can come back and change this at any time, so that's really good about that. So I'm going to check that, and now I'm going to choose my class days. It's going to go ahead and make the assumption that we're doing all of these days unless I go in and make some of them vacation days. So we do school Monday through Friday most of the time, and we do not do school on Saturday and Sunday, so I'm going to go ahead and leave this checked. Now, based on this, with no holidays selected, I have 253 school days. If you want to, you can go in and you can add in certain holidays. We could choose Christian holidays or holidays in the United States. I'm not going to do that because I like to do my own calendar. So what we're going to do is a green check mark means this is a school day. If we click it to make it an X, that means that this is not a school day. And so we are not going to do school for these few days here. And then we do have school. This was our dance intensive that I showed you on the other form. And so I'm going to go ahead and then this is the week where we start doing 3 days. So I'm going to do that. And then August, I'm going to leave that alone. Now I'm going to move over to September. For September, we are going to take Labor Day week off, so I'm going to X that out. October, we are going to take this week off. We like to go to the mountains, so I'm going to take that week off. And then November, we like to take Thanksgiving week off, so I'm going to X that out. All right, and now we are to our Christmas break, and I currently have it set for Christmas week, New Year's week, and then the week after New Year's. So I'm going to go ahead and just make this calendar agree with what my other one looks like. Okay, and then February we're leaving alone. In March we are taking off these last 2 days, and that's going into our spring break. So we're doing a 2-week spring break unless we change our minds later like we did this year. And then the only other day we need to take off is Katie's birthday. So now it tells me that we have 194 school days. That's right in the range I like to do. I like to have between 190 and about 205 days, and I'm at 194 here. If we take a vacation, for instance, if we take a vacation and we go somewhere educational, over spring break, I'll add some of these days back in as school days if we're doing like a field trip as part of our vacation. But otherwise, this is what it looks like right now, and I can always easily go back in and change it, and that was just super easy to do. So now what I want to do is hit save, so it saves my school year. And I'm going to go back in here now. If I wanted to print this, for example, then I can go ahead and print it. And if you just like to have something that looks like this and it doesn't need to be cute and all that kind of stuff, this easily tells you your school days and your vacation days. So you could print this and be done. So Homeschool Planet is really, really easy to set up your school year super quickly.
Let me know in the comments below, what kind of calendar do you like to use for your homeschool? Are you using an online calendar? Are you using a paper calendar? And also, how do you like to schedule your homeschool? Do you follow the public school calendar? Do you like to do a year-round homeschool calendar, or some other way of scheduling? Let me know what you prefer in the comments below. Also, I wanted to let you know that I do have a link. It's an affiliate link in the description box for Homeschool Planet. If you are interested in that, there is a 30-day free trial, so you can click on the link in the description box and try that out if it's something you're interested in. I have another video where I talk about what I like about Homeschool Planet, and I'm going to go ahead and link that up top. If that's something that you're interested in, you can go ahead and watch that video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.